this video, the MR2 is getting its first MOT in 2 years.
Every time they see me pull up, everybody say mashallah. Catch me on the flight, you not gonna catch me on the corner. Try to make this steaming, I got mixed up in the drama. They chatty blah blah, messing with my karma.
I just want to start by thanking everyone who watched yesterday's video, who hit the thumbs up and left comments. There were so many good comments with really good tips. That video was titled How I Keep My Mark V Golf GTR Looking Brand New, and the response to that video was really good. So thank you to everyone. Okay, in this video, it's all about the MR2. We've got a few things to do before it goes into its MOT tomorrow. We'll flash forward to that in a second. So you guys will know if it passes the MOT. This is recorded the day before the MOT, so fingers crossed it does well and it does pass. Okay, so I've got a few things to do in this video. Before we get on to that, I just want to give a massive shout out and massive thanks to George, because without him, this car would not be at the stage it's at. So I've got limited mechanical experience. I've learned so much over the last year working on this car and working on the Golf. But last summer, Georgie helped me out so much with the MR2. We put lowering springs on it, we added the exhaust, we done a full service, and even about 2 months ago, about February time, late January, early February, about a month before lockdown, he helped me change the rear hub out completely. So I'll show you some footage from changing the rear hub, just a quick time lapse, because I didn't record much footage, but I'll just show you that anyway, because it is something that was done to the car, just so you have a complete picture of all the work that I've done to it. So we need to get a bigger hammer. We have a hammer, so we've got the hub out. Yeah, so that was the rear hub. We changed that out. I think it was late January, early February. As you can see, I had longer hair, and it wasn't. Yeah, let's not even go on to the hair, right? And the next shout out I want to give is to Abbo, because Abbo helped me pick this car up last summer, and that was a 3-hour round trip, which was a big ask. And without Abbo, we wouldn't even have the car at all. Yeah, so that's just a wee bit of talking. Talking's over. Let's just get on to the few wee things I have to do before the car goes into its MOT tomorrow. Over here we have the battery, which I had out of the car for most of the time, but I just put it in while I was giving it some tests. Yeah, I was just testing a few things, so I had it in. And the battery's been fully charged up with the trickle charger. But you'll notice the battery clamp isn't on, and that's an MOT requirement. So I had it off all this time just so it's easy to put the car, pull the battery in and out. So let's go and put the battery clamp back on. Okay, so with that done, the next thing I need to do is I'm going to jack up the car for the hub that I changed with George, and I'm just going to reroute the ABS cable a little bit because it was hanging out. Okay, so with the wheel off, you can see the tine lowering springs. They were done before last year. I've got some footage of that. If you guys want to see it, I can upload it. Okay, so this is the ABS sensor wire. So it's coming out of the hub here, and then it's going through there to the connector. So I'm thinking of unplugging it and running it behind this drop link, so it's kind of out of the way here, so it doesn't get caught in the tyre. So you can kind of just move it, can't really get caught in the tyre if it's tucked in behind here. Yep, so that's done. That means instead of the wire dangling around here, hitting the tyre, etc., it's kind of rooted in behind now, and the anti-roll bar will stop it coming up to here. So that's everything I'm doing today. Battery clamp, ABS sensor sorted. So let's flash forward to MOT day, which is tomorrow, and fingers crossed it passes. Okay, so I just dropped the MR2 off for its MOT, and this is just the waiting game now. There's about a 2-hour wait before I find out if it's passed or failed. So the guy I drop it off at, he actually sends it somewhere else for the MOT. He gave it a really quick inspection and everything actually looks pretty good, he was saying. The only thing is the rear left caliper, he said it might fail, but we just need to wait and see. If it fails, that's not too big of a deal. I can just order one in refurbed or whatever and fit that in a bit. It'll take a couple of days to come here and then I can fit it, get it retested, and it will pass. The only problem is that if more things go wrong, so it's just a waiting game to see what happens. And he said, you know, they might even pass it. So fingers crossed they pass it and the car's back on the road today. Okay, so the MR2 passed its MOT and it got 0 advisories. So I was really happy with that. After all the work that's gone into the MR2 over the last 7 months that it's been off road. However, when I took the car to put air in the tyres, it was about a 10-minute drive. It developed a coolant leak, which is really annoying. But I mean, everything was too good to be true with 0 advisories and it passing. So hopefully I'll sort that out next week. This was meant to be one of the last videos on the MR2. I did have a sort of review / drive video planned. Then I just wanted to enjoy the car for summer, but it looks like we're gonna have one more video sorting out the coolant leak. Yeah. That's that, which is, it was kind of annoying, but at least the MOT is done and it's been passed and the car legally can be on the road. So full alignment, tyres on, coolant leak sorted, and yeah, we're back in business. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.